Prosperity embraced Ponca City with the exception of Walt Johnson and his mother. Mrs. Marlin discreetly arranged for a doctor to care for Walt's mother, but her health steadily declined. Walt's mother passed away in the winter. Like many others, she led an unexceptional life. There were even rumors of a dubious past. The only apparent mark made by Mrs. Johnson in this world was her son. Walt moved into a maintenance barn. Too old to be an orphan, too young to be on his own. But those were the cards that were dealt. Everything in Walt Johnson's life seemed hopeless. And still, he maintained a persistent and unrelenting belief in himself. E.W. continued throwing lavish parties at the Grand Mansion. Business associates, townspeople, and state leaders were welcome. George and E.W. tried to protect Lyde from any interested suitors, and Walt Johnson in particular was not welcomed.
Who sent you, George or Mr. Marlin?
George, hope you don't mind.
I wonder why you're willing to continually do the Marlin Miss dirty work. If Mrs. Marlin was feeling better, she'd make them behave.
So you do mind, huh?
Not at all. Randall Heyman was a tremendous bore, worse than most. All he could talk about was himself.
Well, you're putting on a good act.
Thank you. Mr. Marlin trusts Mr. Heyman, but I don't like some of these new people. The arrogant know-it-alls.
Oh, I hate those kind of guys.
You know what I mean. You're not arrogant, just irritating.
Well, people that think they know everything are a real irritant to those of us that do know everything.
Well, I'm glad George still trusts you to protect me. I do need someone around who can still make me laugh. How's Walt?
Well, it's been tough. It may actually be better now that he doesn't have his mom to worry about, but he works all the time.
I wish he could be here tonight.
Me too.
George is impossible with him, and Mr. Marlin's not much better. They throw these big bashes for me, then browbeat any boy that shows any interest.
Well, it looks like you were showing plenty of interest tonight.
It's just an act. Mainly to keep those two off track. I love living in Ponca City. I could never have dreamed I could live like this. Sometimes it's so inconvenient. Don't you wish sometimes it was like that first summer when we did what we wanted without stage entertainment?
Sometimes.
I'd like to go just swim in the river, sit on the bridge with Walt, talk about all these distractions.
So I guess you're still kind of hung up on Walt, huh?
Of course. He's not these pampered gentlemen. Walt's genuine. My knight in shining armor. You still see him, don't you, Charlie? Does he ever mention me?
Only every other word.
How about you? Are there any young ladies you're telling him about? There is! Who is it?
I was on my way to ask Elizabeth Cassidy if she wanted to dance before George collared me.
Oh, Elizabeth, she'd be perfect for you. Should definitely ask her to dance.
You're mocking me, right?
Oh, no. Elizabeth's a sweet, dear girl. She'd be perfect for you. I'll introduce you.
So what about, oh, did you hear the one about it's a wonderful party.
Yes.
Oh, your father's the dentist, right?
Yes.
Would you like to dance?
No. No, I can't.
Oh, well, maybe some punch. We could, horseshoes? Anything. Wait!
What the? You?
Good evening, sir.
Be quiet. Lady, have you lost your mind? What if one of the guests had seen you? It will ruin your reputation. There's no discussion. Go to the house. Stop. We have some things to discuss. I've never seen such behavior, young man. She's only 17, and you're
18, sir.
You're a hired hand in this house. That behavior is unacceptable, young man. What if one of the guests had been out here instead of me to see this behavior? I have nothing against you, son, but you'll never be worthy of life. Your family, well, you have no family, and that's an improvement over the reputation of what family you did have. Lottie's being prepared for a life that you can't even imagine. You'll cripple her ability to find a family that will generate a legacy of family heritage. I want you to know, son, you can't see her ever again, and I don't want you to speak to her either.
I can't do that, sir. You see, Lottie and I are in love.
What?
We're in love. We have been for a while, and we're going to be married soon. As soon as I can save up some money.
That's impossible. I would never allow it, and Lottie would be disowned. Trust me, son, you'll never marry Lottie Marland.
No, I'll be marrying Lottie Roberts. We've talked it over. We don't need your money. I'll make it on my own.
First, you're fired. Get whatever things you have in the shack and get out. Tonight. Secondly, don't ever set foot on this property or any other Marland property for that matter. If you do, I'll have you shot.
I've never seen Mr. Marlin as angry as I did last month. Back where we began, in front of the train station.
Still can't believe they drafted you into the Army.
I'm 18. I'll be all right. I've always liked it here. It's like a gateway to the world.
Well, you be careful. It's war over there.
Don't have to worry about me. I need to go. I need to get out of here, but do you think she'll come?
If it's within her power, she'll be here, but you know Lottie doesn't always have the final say in her life.
You don't understand. See, Lottie's one determined woman.
All aboard!
Walt! Walt!
Lottie,
Don't go!
I have to go.
You gotta be careful.
I know Charlie's already told me to do that.
No, you be careful for me.
I will. And for you. I'll be back for you.
I'll be waiting.
I'll hold you to that.
Now listen, there is not one thing you can do that will change that war. So be careful and don't be a hero. Hey, French girls!
I won't be looking at anything but the North Star. Because I know you'll be walking in the night looking at it too.
Look at that star every night and know I'm thinking of you.
That's a deal.
Here. Take this.
Well, this is better than any star. I'll look at it every night too.
Last call! All aboard!
I love you, Walt Johnson.
And you know I love you, Lottie.
You think he'll be okay?
He's Walt. He'll be fine.
Walt left as a boy from the wrong side of the tracks and returned a hero. Walt and Laddie's secret engagement was still a secret to everyone in town, and Walt was still not welcomed at the Grand Mansion. While E.W. Marlin was busy building a vast oil empire, Daniel Cragen barely managed to survive on just occasional success. Cragen's luck was about to change, however. Walt was smart and energetic. He started out as an underpaid hand on one of Cragen's wells, but soon advanced. The boy, who had once taken Cragen to the ground, was now a man making him a lot of money. It seemed everything Walt Johnson touched turned to black gold. Cragen started drilling gusher after gusher with the most used up and antiquated equipment. The Cragen Oil Company would never be a serious competitor to Marlin Oil, but Walt Johnson was making a name for himself inside and outside of Ponca City.